what the heck is DeFi? Decentralized finance. Hey everybody, Big T here, Tika Tawari, to talk to you very quickly about what exactly is decentralized finance. If you're new here and would like to find out more about this entire space, please feel free to subscribe and tune in, as each week we talk about a different aspect of what I believe will be one of the most powerful financial trends the world has ever seen. So let's get right into it. So the terms DeFi stands for decentralized finance. So what exactly does that mean? Well, if we look at traditional finance, right, it's completely centralized. We have a bank that sets the rules for how you interact with the bank, and we have human beings that act as intermediaries with that bank. So a prime example, if you want to go get a mortgage, you have to go to the bank, you have to fill out paperwork, then they have to make sure that you have the money that you say you have, then they have to make sure that the house that you want to buy is actually free and clear, that they can put a lien against it, and there's a lot of friction and there's a lot of cost. And what decentralized finance does is that it replaces all of these centralized functions of loan officers, of banks, of authentication of collateral. It's all done via computer code using the blockchain. And because the way a blockchain is designed, it's virtually hack-proof, which means that you can trust the data that's on that blockchain. So I'll give you an example of a very popular decentralized function being used right now, and that's borrowing. Let's say if I have a house and I want to borrow against it, well, you know, I've got to go through the bank and get a home equity line of credit and go through that whole process. It can take weeks. But let's say I've got $100,000 worth of Bitcoin and I want to borrow against it. I can go to a DeFi protocol, which is, it's kind of like a bank in cyberspace, except it's a bank that nobody owns. It's a smart contract, which is a form of computer code that's basically self-running. And I can interact with that computer code. And because Bitcoin is held on a blockchain, that piece of computer code can say, okay, yeah, Tika has $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. We can put it in a wallet, and then we can, Tika can borrow some money against that Bitcoin. And it's all done automatically. So instead of having to have a loan officer, a risk officer, an insurance person, a physical building, and all these things that create all these costs, you can have a piece of software that handles that all automatically. And the only way that can work is if those assets are on a blockchain. And this is the power of blockchain technology coming to life. It's going to allow the rest of the world to get access to banking and products that they couldn't do before. And it's also going to take traditional banking products like exchanges or derivatives or margin trading or insurance or trusted third parties, and is going to move that into a decentralized role. And so we call this taking centralized financial functions and moving them to a blockchain. We call that trend decentralized finance. So I'll give you another example. Right now you have countries that issue currencies, and they can issue as many currencies as they want, and they're not backed by anything. But there are other decentralized finance applications that can issue algorithmically based stablecoins, and these stablecoins are actually backed by assets. And there's nobody there that we have to trust and rely on to manipulate it. It's all on the blockchain, and blockchains are 100% transparent. It's not a black box, so anybody can see it. You can't fool it. And so this has allowed certain protocols to actually issue collateral-backed money that nobody can mess around with. Another application of decentralized finance is in exchanges. I mean, we have it so ingrained in our mind that in order to buy or sell anything, we've got to deal with a physical exchange, whether it's a car dealer, whether it's a broker for real estate, whether it's going to a trading floor to buy and sell stocks, whether it's going to an exchange like Coinbase to buy and sell our crypto. Well, one area of DeFi that has just been exploding are decentralized exchanges. And these are exchanges where no human being manages them. The software automatically matches the buy and the sell orders. And as you can imagine, if you can take a massive trading operation, like let's say that Merrill Lynch has or Coinbase has, and they have over 1,200 employees at Coinbase, and you can put all of that into software, well, the cost savings are enormous and the speed of transactions is so much faster. So this is already happening right now. And I believe that we are just starting to really scratch the surface of decentralized finance. So again, what is DeFi? Decentralized finance is using the blockchain to take things that you would normally do in the centralized finance world and put them online in a decentralized way that nobody controls, nobody can manipulate, and is 100% transparent. Because transparency does not exist in the traditional financial world. It's how companies can all of a sudden throw up these multi-billion-dollar losses that shareholders never had any idea of. That can't happen in the decentralized finance world because everything is open, everything is transparent, because every transaction on a blockchain can be viewed by anybody in the world. It is truly a transformational trend that I believe will remake the world in ways that we are just beginning to understand. Okay, friends, well, that's enough out of me. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of an overview of what DeFi is. If you want to learn more about DeFi, or if you want to learn more about DeFi technologies, please check out the website. Make sure to give us a follow on social media. You can find all the links in the description below. And if you like this, please comment, subscribe, pass along to a friend. And last but not least, I want you to always remember, let the game come to you.